How's it going, everyone? Welcome to a new video on the channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you another tech deck. It's going to be a very budget Rakdos vampire deck build, you know. As you can see, I haven't crafted all these cards because, you know, I usually like to see if I can improve the deck. So I have the improved deck in another list, let's put it that way, and that one is already crafted. I've already played a couple of games with it. It's very decent. This is a budget deck, as I said before, so you can see it doesn't have a lot of removal. That's something that I've actually missed a little bit, but it's a aggressive deck. You know, you can put a lot of counters on your creatures. They're mostly all vampires apart from the Shambling Ghast, if I'm not mistaken. They're pretty much all vampires. Oh, and the Kalain, yeah, the Death-Priest of Myrkul is also not a vampire. I also ran this on the zombie budget deck build that I made a couple videos ago, you know, and it was also not a zombie, so... But you know, it helps with the counters and the token creation. This was the original list. As you guys know, I like to see if I can improve it a little bit, so this was what I came up with. I took out a couple of lands. Didn't seem like there was that much of a need for so many lands. I added 3 Drana the Last Bloodchiefs, 2 Immersturm Predators, 4 Nighthawk Scavengers. I added 2 Bloodthirsty Adversaries, and that was it. I took out a couple of other creatures, you know, nothing too crazy. This is not a budget list, I get it. I didn't spend any rare and mythic wild cards on this because I already had this, but you know, you can always use this first list. It's pretty decent if you're just starting. Let's play a couple games and see how things are going to work out for us with this deck, the 2.0 version, hopefully. I'll see you soon. Let's jump into a couple games, guys, see if I can actually show you what this deck can do, you know, just a couple of wins. This is just a little video that I want to show you guys to, you know, to see if I can give you guys another option, you know, to use. This end wasn't perfect, you know, like Death-Priest and the Zagras were tough to actually, you know, justify using, but or already at keeping. But you know, they're pretty good cards, but if I don't get land, then exactly. Another Zagras, that's it's rough. So I think I'm gonna just do this and see what happens. Okay, so we got the 4 lands we needed, with a little problem that I have nothing to play. But that's cool, I guess. So I kind of thought about baiting him, you know, because I have another one, but pretty sure this might be smarter for me. Okay, I guess I'm gonna just Infernal Grasp. Yep. So I gotta discard the card, obviously, right? So I think maybe I should take this one. And I'm just gonna enter. I really wanted to, you know, take the Stinger. Okay, is he gonna scoop? Okay, so we got the scoop. This really didn't let me show a lot of what this deck can do, but you know, a win is a win, and if you can pressure your opponents enough for them to scoop, that's always a good thing. So let's jump right into the second match and see what we get matched up against to. Here we go, guys. Let's see if we can actually have a better match. Just see if I can show you what this deck can actually do. I think it's a pretty decent deck, as I said before. You know, if you're just starting or if you wanna try something different cards, you know. If you're just waiting for the new expansion to come out and wanna try different things, then yeah, I think this is a pretty decent way to go actually. Hopefully you guys can see it too, and if not, well, I'm certain I'll eventually bring you guys something of interest, obviously. So I think I'm gonna put the Ghast first, you know, this one, the U1T Malison, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but this guy actually becomes unblockable if he's fighting alone, and I'm a Pashar with this guy. It's a pretty good combo. Okay, so now I'm being kinda mana flooded. That's not really ideal. I don't have anything on the... that's not really interesting for me, but guess I'm just gonna keep this thing happening. The good thing about this card that our opponent is using is that you can just keep swinging with it, you know. Once he gets on the field, and he gets pretty soon, since he only costs 2, you can just keep attacking with it, and if your opponent doesn't really find an answer, then you're all set, you know. We are miles behind this match already. I actually think I just kind of found an answer for this one, you know. I'm gonna do it. He's not gonna block. So I managed to kill this guy. I cannot kill that one, but I can actually Nighthawk Scavenger, and with a little bit of luck, I can kill it next turn because of the Nighthawk Scavenger Death Touch. But I doubt he will attack. If he doesn't have an answer for it now, I doubt he will attack. Exactly as I thought. So should I put another flyer with that touch, stuff like that? Yeah, why not? I'm gonna maybe I shouldn't attack, because yeah, I'm not gonna attack just because with 2 creatures with that touch, you know, if he doesn't find the answer for both, then I think we're all set, because he's not gonna attack. Exactly. So I still don't have that 4th mana available, obviously, right? So I can do this. can do that, but I don't really want to use it for the Deadly Dispute. I would much rather, sorry, use that for the Infernal Grasp. I can also kill the Amapashar and next turn use it for the Infernal Grasp, but I'm still not gonna have enough mana, so I'm just gonna see if I can develop some sort of board, and I think that's it. Next turn, since now everything has dead touch, next turn I'm gonna start attacking. I don't know what he has, but I'm assuming is what? If it was a Doomscar, you'd probably use it, right? So I'm gonna attack because I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be something, you know, nice. Yeah, let's see what happens. Five damage to top creature. Okay. That was actually a pretty nice play. That was actually pretty nice. He probably has another one exactly like this. Is that was a pretty nice play, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time that was just absolutely ridiculous, you know. He got two of these super easily, you know, no problems whatsoever. I'll take the trade. I don't know if he... Okay, so he decided to... I mean, I don't mind, you know. I'll take it still. Next turn I can take out whatever he puts on the field, basically for free, so it's amazing, man. I have more swamps than mountains and I still don't manage to find a single swamp. This is absolutely ridiculous, man. I'll never understand this game, honestly. So basically he had no board. Now he's okay in a flyer. Well, I'm glad I got a little lucky now. This was a pretty safe bet, we can say, because he only has one creature on the field, so I assumed he wasn't going to defend with the Hamapashar, but you'll never know. Of course you're not gonna attack, right? Okay, so my turn. Now I get this. I think the safer bet is this one because I have 1, 2 vampire. This is it. I'm just gonna swing with everything. He's gonna block. He didn't block, so right. Okay, so we managed to win it, even though we were a little you know, a little held back. The shuffler held us back a little bit just because of the swamps. You know, it's amazing how the game does this sometimes, but this can happen in real life too. It's random. Our opponent seemed to be a little screwed as well. He had 2 cards in hand, a lot of mana open, did nothing. So I don't know if it's all mana or something that really wasn't that helpful. He got super lucky with 2 Iron Verdicts, but I think this was a pretty decent game to show you what this deck can do, and let's hope we can find another one like this. Okay guys, here we go. Last game probably. Hopefully we'll win it. Maybe if we win this game I'll try and see what this deck can do on ranked. I don't know. If I do it, obviously I'll tell you guys. I mean, you'll notice, right? But you get what I'm saying. The last game I think was pretty decent. I mean, usually I know I shouldn't take this hand because if we play against an aggro deck, we're pretty much screwed. We can only do anything on the 3rd turn if we don't draw something decent. But I kinda like this hand, even though we need another swamp to play the 2 scavengers. So I'm gonna keep it and see what happens. Okay, never saw this creature actually get played, but that's fine, I guess. That's why I'm actually enjoying much more the play than the ranked right now, you know. You see a lot more decks and a lot more, how can I say, a lot more, you know, a lot more different aspects of this game, you know, a lot more versatility with the kind of decks that you face than on the ladder, because there it's all extra turns and mono greens and mono white. That's extremely boring, even though I understand it, you know, obviously, but still, I'm not a huge fan, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you guys know this. I've been very verbal about my dislike over the 2nd turn, the extra turns meta, you know, and I honestly don't think that's gonna change anytime soon. Just saying. This card is actually pretty decent. Obviously is not going to take the trade, but considering I'm gonna put the Predator in. Let's see what happens. I can already, you know, sense that there's gonna be a lot of shenanigans next turn. Next expansion. That's what I meant. You can already see that there's another card with the extra turns mechanic in it. I really hope the meta doesn't go that way, or else I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be playing just play or drafts or whatever, you know. Maybe I'll show you guys a couple of historic or brawl decks, because I cannot deal with that meta type, you know. Hope you guys understand it. This is actually a pretty strange game, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna put the Drana, see what happens. you're in a pretty good position to just, you know, start swinging. You have a lot of threats in the air. Unfortunately, there's nothing in the graveyard for the Predator, but still. We have a lot of threats in the air. He's not gonna, you know, want to trade the Proctor, probably. This is a very weird deck. I'm assuming the guy is new to the game because I've never actually seen a deck like this. He decided to trade with the Proctor. I mean, I'm fine with that. Okay, so Death Touch. I think I should, you know. Should I sack? I'm gonna sack the Scavenger because it's easier to replace. We still have enough life, we can take a little bit of a hit. This is actually awkward. Luckily, we still have another Scavenger in hand. That's going to be extremely helpful. Maybe I should just trade the Specialist with the Drana. Since I have another one in hand. Why not, right? I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna keep killing his creatures. So I'm pretty sure he wasn't expecting that. He's gonna see if he can kill the Predator, I'm sure. But I'll probably do the same thing. I don't wanna actually lose it. I'm gonna kill the Florian. Sucks it wasn't like a Shambling Ghast, but whatever. This is a tough creature. Luckily, it doesn't really have all that damage, so you know. Plus, we have a lot of flyers. We're gonna be gaining life with the Scavenger every turn, so that's also a very good thing. And he scooped, I have no idea why, but we'll take it. Like, I don't know why he scooped, honestly. He has more cards in hand, he has more life. Yes, I have 2 flyers, the Predator is gonna keep getting bigger, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll take it. We were ahead. The Predator is gonna keep getting bigger, the Scavenger give me life, he's gonna give me a good defense if I want to, but we'll take it. Let's go to another one. Final thoughts, guys. It's a pretty decent deck. If you're just starting, I think you're gonna really enjoy, whether it's this version or the first actual budget version. You know, if you want to try something different, I'm always a big advocate for trying different strategies and different types of decks, you know, to see what you really enjoy playing with, because not all decks play the same, obviously, not all strategies are for everyone. So, you know, stronger points of the deck, I would say the Predator, Florian, Bloodthirsty Adversary, and Hungry for More were probably my favorite cards to have. Obviously Nighthawk Scavenger as well, but this one is... I used to have a rogues deck a couple months back, so this was in it. I already used it a lot, so no surprise there. Zagras, nothing, you know, nothing too crazy. It costs a lot. It's just a 4/4. I mean, if you have several creatures in your party, it's gonna cost a lot less. I have a couple of warriors, you know, the Voldaren Stinger, for example, is a vampire warrior. You have rogues, here you have clerics, so it can cost a lot less. You know, the best part of this card, for me at least, is that it gives all of your creatures that touch, plus it has haste, so it's a pretty good card, but still it's a little expensive. You won't use it that often, probably. Never really got a chance to use Drana's ability. That's a shame. It's a pretty decent card, a little expensive as well, but the ability really makes it worth it. Having graveyard play is always decent. Death-Priest of Myrkul, it's good because it's gonna create tokens and it's gonna pump your creatures, but still, 2 and 2 black is a little bit too much in my opinion for this card. If it was 3 and 1 black, it would be much more manageable, and I say this even though it doesn't really make that much of a difference, or you think it might not make that much of a difference, but in a game where you never know what to expect with the shuffler, you're gonna see that a lot of times when you're playing with a 2 or 3 color deck, you're gonna get screwed on one color, you know, one specific color. This happened a lot to me. Luckily, only Nighthawk Scavenger, Death-Priest of Myrkul, and Drana suffer from that, but all of them are the same color, and apparently, even though I have more swamps, that would happen. As I said, it's a pretty decent deck. Even if you choose this list or the first list that I showed you, you know, this is like the 2.0 version. I think you're gonna be well suited, especially if you just want to have some fun. I don't see it being a deck that can actually reach Mythic or something like that, but if I had to change something on this deck, I would definitely put in a little bit more removal. I only have an Infernal Grasp that doesn't really work. I'll probably take out the Stinger, even though it's a decent 1-drop. If I didn't take out Drana, I would take out Zagras, but I'd probably take out Drana and maybe the Vampire Socialite, because even though it's a pretty decent 2-drop, the best part for me is the fact that it has Menace, because the rest of this card's abilities are tied up into a condition, you know, so if your opponent didn't lose life this turn, none of the rest of that massive wall of text would actually happen. So, you know, anyway, this is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, to leave a sub, you know. Last video had a couple comments. I really appreciated that, even though they were, you know, talking about misplays that I did. You know, it's all part of the game. It's all part of, you know, making videos and stuff like that, and I really want to learn from you guys, you know, so keep those comments coming and let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you on the next one.